So new to Zoom. Zoom and me are not besties. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and start. So y'all, I'm so excited that y'all are here. We're gonna get this figured out sometime. I'm so excited that you're here right now. I hope, let me see. Turn y'all's, is your cameras on, are y'all's cameras on? Because I want to see your faces. Okay, but thank you so much for coming. And I am going to have a recording. I don't know how to do it on Zoom right now. I might have to use my computer next time, but that'll be fine. I'll figure it out. So, first Team Zoom of 2023, and I'm so excited. Let me know in the comments below if you are excited, who's here, all the things, because I still can't see anybody. So let me know, because I see that there are people in the room, but I can't see y'all. So, first Zoom call of 2023, and this will be an ongoing thing for our team every Monday night at 7 o'clock. I will either film it on my iPad or hopefully figure out how to record it or whatever. So we'll have them. I'll put them in the chat. I'll put them in our group. Because, and why Monday? Well, Monday is just a great start to the week. But also because I am doing the Kate Hughes mentorship, not class, but mentorship deal, like monthly thing. And her calls are at 3 o'clock on Monday, so that'll give me a few hours to go from what she has said and process it and then reiterate it to y'all and teach y'all what I have learned, because that's the whole point. Okay. Waiting room. What? Why does it have you in a waiting room? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, there you are. Okay. Okay, so I am going to mute everybody. Okay. I'm so like Zoom incompetent. Okay, so I'm filming on my iPad and then I have y'all right here. Let me go to everybody. Hey guys, hey Nikki, hey Billy Lynn. Okay, so Monday, this is our first Zoom meeting of 2023 and I'm so excited. This will be a weekly occurrence Monday night at 7 o'clock because I am doing Kate Hughes mentorship class or lesson, whatever. And we have weekly Zoom calls at 3 o'clock on Mondays. And y'all say cheese. I'm doing it. Okay. We have weekly Zooms at 3 o'clock on Monday, and that'll just give me a couple of hours to process everything that I've learned and then turn around and tell y'all, because her stuff is fire, and it's really putting a fire in me to do better and do better with my team and lead and all the things, and I just want to give that to you. And I'll probably be like a week behind of what we learned. So weekly Zoom meetings, and I'm so excited. But I am doing like a video over here on my iPad because I don't know how to record it on Zoom. That's okay. We'll work with it. Okay, so today we're going to talk a little bit about what it means to be a leader and also a little bit about branding. And then at the end, I'll give y'all the homework that she gave me. Okay. So what do you think it takes to be a leader, or what do you think of? What are some of the characteristics that you think of whenever you think leader? Nikki, do you want to write that down in the chat? I know Billy Lynn, you might be driving. So what do you think whenever you think, okay, they're a leader? So I'm going to tell you some things a leader is not while I wait for your responses. And then I'll tell you a couple of things that they are. Oh, I see somebody in the background. Hey, Levi. I'm guessing that that's Levi. He was walking through the door. Inventive.
I think it was my brother.
It was your brother. I couldn't see. I just saw a male figure walking by. So hi. Inventive. Anything else? What do you think? Like, if you see somebody and you see these characteristics, you think, oh, she's a leader. Because honestly, a lot of this, and I'm learning this, anybody who is in this business, encouraging, I love that, yes. Anybody who's in this business has the potential to be a leader. This business is not one that gatekeeps success. We don't put a cap on anybody or anything going on, okay? You walk into the doors at pharmacy or any social selling company and you're like, I can go straight to the top, okay? And that's what I love about this business. Anybody can be successful, okay? But a lot of us, me, I'm stuck because sometimes I don't believe that I am a good leader, or I don't believe that I am capable of going forward, okay? And that's partly why I'm doing this mentorship thing, because I'm not one to like manifest things or whatever, but if I have the belief I cannot do this, I'm right, I'm setting myself back, okay? So 3 things that a leader is not. A leader is not determined by your rank. Get that in your head right now, okay? Whenever I first started here, Caitlin, who is my leader and my mentor and my upline, I think I was with the company for about 1.5 years, and she asked me to do a training and to be on a panel in front of like hundreds of girls. And I was like, why me? Like, I'm not a certain rank. And she was like, because I know you can. You're a great leader. You're a great speaker. And I was like, what the crap? Like, she just had so much belief in me, not because of my rank, but because of who I was as a person. And I hope that each of y'all believes that about yourself. It doesn't matter your rank. There are other characteristics that determine your leadership qualities other than that, okay? And that goes along with your paycheck too. You're like, but I'm not making tens of thousands of dollars here. No, neither am I. Okay, that's my goal at some point, but I can still be a leader. There are people making millions of dollars on TikTok and YouTube. Like, there are kids who unwrap toys that are millionaires. They are not leaders, but there are some janitors that don't make anything. There are some people that work at McDonald's or whatever that are leaders, better leaders than those millionaires. So pay does not determine your leadership quality. Your follower count. I'm big into like ranks. I'll be honest, I am. I'm like, oh, they're in the top 10. Oh, they're in the top 20. Oh, they're in the top 100. And I've gone and I've looked at some of their accounts, like their Instagrams or their Facebooks or their whatever. And they only have like 1,000 followers or whatever. Your follower count does not determine your leadership capabilities. Your follower count does not determine how far you can go in this company, okay? But what is a leader? Here are 3 qualifications. Here are 3 characteristics that Kate gave us last week, and I just thought that they were wonderful. So I'm going to go from number 3 all the way up to number 1 of what I liked about it, okay? 3 things leaders do have. And these 2 kind of go hand in hand. They have a do-it-anyway mindset, okay? I will be honest. My husband took my kids today. I set it up yesterday. I fell. I was running and I fell and I busted my face. And I could have said, hey, I'm going to like postpone this Zoom. There probably won't be very many people come on anyway. I can just take a nap. I can just do whatever. But I want to prove that I'm a leader to my team. I want to prove that I'm a leader to myself. This is very important to me. I have a lot of goals for 2023, a lot of big goals. But if I don't do it through being hurt, if I don't do it through the adversity, I'm proving that I'm not a leader, right? So I'm going to do it anyway. So what are you going to push through and just do it anyway? Number 2 has the same mentality of that. It's your level of dedication. Are you going to be consistent in your business? Are we going to be consistent in posting content every day, in checking in with customers, in all of those things that make our business, especially posting? Are we going to show up for our business, for ourselves every day? Because I will tell you, if you have not figured it out yet, social selling is flipping hard, okay? Social selling, people think, oh, I can just go in and make one post and I'll have like 10 sales. No, we have to cultivate relationships. We have to be consistent in our jobs, in our posting, in building those relationships and connecting with people. So are we going to be consistent? I've seen it said social selling goes like this. You have like really, really high months and you're like, oh, I love this job. This job is amazing. And then you're like at the bottom the next couple months and you're like, I'm quitting tomorrow, right? I've wanted to quit so many times this year because I felt like we were going backwards. I promise we weren't. We went forward this year. Okay, we, as a team, we did better than we did the year before. And that's progress. That's success to me, is going forward, is adding more people. We were successful last year. Okay, but so my dedication is not based on my emotion, because a lot of days and I'm like, I'm not showing up today. Like, I don't want to post. I don't want to put on makeup. I don't want to, I want to stay in bed. But my dedication and my willingness to serve others, my willingness to make money for my family, has to be more than the emotion that's telling me to quit. Okay. Number 3 is my favorite, and this is going to be my goal for forever. Okay. But especially for this year, is to be a servant leader, to make people feel you are loved, you are valued, you are seen. Okay, that is my goal for this team, that no matter where you are on this team, I love you, I value you, I see you. So are we serving from the front? And that's not just for the team, but that's for customers too. So I've started doing, I think Nikki's done it too, the customer boxes, like the sample boxes. I'm going to start doing more customer boxes, messaging people. It's all about building relationships for me. It's not just asking for the sale, but it's providing value and it's providing services for my customers, for my team, and really focusing on how can I give to people instead of what can I get. Does that make sense? Like, that's going to be my whole mantra doing business from now on, is servant leadership and leading from the front. Okay. So, y'all, I'm really excited about this year. Okay. So that's the whole mindset thing. You can be a leader no matter where you are in this business. So I want you to think about, and she had us do this too. Where do you want to be in 3 months? Where do you want to be in 6 months? Where do you want to be in this business in a year from now? What does she look like? So if we continue doing the same things, like if I continue doing the same thing that I always did, I'm going to stay where I am now. I have to change and I have to develop and I have to grow. So what does that golden director, what does that platinum director look like? What do I have to not become? Because I'm not changing my values, I'm not changing my morals, but I'm changing some of the way that I do things. some of my habits, some of my daily modes of operation, I'm revamping and doing more of. That's partly why we're doing this Zoom call right now, because when we get to platinum, we're going to have 100 people in here or whatever, right? I want to have all of those systems already in place so that whenever we do grow, we'll already be ready for it. So what does that person look like that you hit 9%, that you hit that 18%, that you hit that director? What does she look like and what does she do? Does she wake up early in the morning? Like, what time does she wake up? How many people does she contact a day? How many parties does she throw every week? How many times does she contact her past customers? Like, what are some things that she does in the future that you need to start doing now to become her? That's really weird to say, but it makes sense whenever you think about it, right? Okay, so envision your highest level, and then how does she combat fears? What's her schedule? Write that down. Write down your goals. Write down how this leader gets to where she is, and then start doing it. Start waking up 30 minutes early so that you can get your personal development in. And I don't like waking up early, y'all. That's not part of my goals. I'm going to be honest with that, okay? My girl might do all of her stuff at midnight. Okay, so branding. Here's the crux of, I know what Nikki wanted to get to, okay? So branding. I love social media, but if you are trying to talk to everybody, you're not going to be talking to anybody, okay? And I'm still learning this, because I'm like, well, I am so, like, I can't put myself into a box. I can't write down 3 things that are me and only post about that. Like, that's not who I am. But that might be who we need to not become, but just showcase, okay? So, number 1, and this isn't part of her homework or whatever, but who are you trying to reach? Who is your ideal customer? Okay? Who is your ideal beauty partner? What does she look like? Where does she shop? How many kids does she have? Name her. Like, name her. Does she like Starbucks or Dunkin' Donut or going home for coffee? Does she even like coffee? What's her dog? Does she have a dog? No, Billy Lynn, you're like, no, she doesn't like coffee. Okay, so speak to this person. Every time you do a post. Okay, so I did this a few years ago. I did a whole branding thing. I wrote down my ideal customer. I think her name was like Sarah, okay? So every single time I wrote out a post, it was, is this post talking to Sarah? Like, is this post going to reach Sarah? Sarah was a stay-at-home mom. She had 3 kids. She loved Jesus. She shopped at Goodwill. I had a whole list of who this girl was, and every single post was directed toward her. So think about that. Like, who are you trying to reach? Because again, if you're just trying to, if you cast out every part about you and try to reach everybody, you're not going to reach anybody. So here are a list of 10 things, and I will give y'all this this graphic whenever we're done. And this will be homework. Like, who are you? Okay? I know people say pick anywhere from 3 to 5 characteristics about yourself. They're called pillars. They're branding pillars. And this will really help you reach your target audience. Okay? Number 1, what are a list of your accomplishments or life experiences? Okay, personally, I'm a mom of 5. I've experienced 3 miscarriages recently. I'm a runner. I'm a stay-at-home mom who has a bachelor's degree, but I don't use it on anything. I've run a half a marathon, and I like makeup. Okay, those are some things about me, some of my life experiences. Maybe not any of, I guess my kids would be an accomplishment. I've moved like 12 times in the past 12 years. I used to live in an RV. Like, those are some things about me, okay? Some experiences, what makes you different from everybody else. Write those down. What inspires you? Okay? This is like outside of yourself. What inspires you? For me personally, I'm a teacher at heart. Like, I'm not a professional teacher, but I'm a teacher at heart. So if I see that someone has listened to my teachings and my advice and who is now successful and meeting their goals and feels that confidence and just kind of crushes it, like, that for me is that fills my cup. Okay? For somebody like, so we were just at Selfie World and I did a little mini course on some Instagram features. And I had some girls say, oh my gosh, I never knew that. And I'm like, oh, that's what I'm here for. Like, that just completely filled my cup, is to see people, like a light bulb going off, okay? That inspires me. I'm also a numbers person. Like, I don't want to say that inspires me, but maybe that motivates me, like seeing numbers and all that. But anyway, but it's mostly people being successful. Sounded like really, anyway. So number 3, what do you wish you could do? If money was not an issue, what do you wish you could do? So for me, I wish that I could travel anywhere I wanted to. Like, we are launching in Portugal in the next month or 2. We just launched in Spain. We're fixing to launch in Portugal. I used to live in Portugal for 1.5 years. Yes, travel. I want to just pack up, buy a plane ticket, say, okay, I'll be there for the launch. Like, that is my dream. That's not going to happen, but that's my dream. I get to go to Boston in a 1.5 weeks. So we'll have our Monday meeting on like the 23rd or whatever that Monday is. But then Wednesday through Sunday, I might be a little bit out because I'll be in Cape Cod. I got to buy plane tickets to meet my best friends that I haven't seen in like 10 years. And we get to hang out for almost a whole week in Cape Cod. And I'm just so excited. Another thing that I would like to do, I want to buy as many running shoes as I possibly can. Like, every single month, if I wanted a new pair of running shoes, I'd be like, I'm getting those shoes. Or, I don't know, I'm not big into purses or anything like that, but like a new pair of Brooks running shoes every 2 or 3 months would be like my happy place, okay? What would you do if money wasn't an issue? Would you go out to eat all the time? Would you buy as much Starbucks every day as you can? Would you, and I know I'm kind of thinking small, would you buy a purse, whatever? Would you go thrift shopping every day? What would you, yeah. Hey, I hit up some Goodwill stores or Salvation Army. Yeah, oh, bathrooms are so important. Believe me, bathrooms are so important. If I had a big enough house for everybody to have their own bathroom. Yes, ma'am. I want to make enough money, honestly. So this is one of my goals. I want to make enough money where if, oh, God forbid, we moved again, and my husband had to look for work, he could pick a place that he wanted to go without worrying about the cost. Or even like just coached and didn't have to teach. That would be my dream for him. So what do you wish you could do? Number 4, think about who inspires you and why do they inspire you? Who do you admire? Not inspires, but kind of. Who do you admire and why? It is no surprise. I am like the biggest fan of Jessie Lee Ward. Okay? I love Kate Hughes. That's why I'm taking Kate Hughes' class. If I had enough money, though, I would be in Jessie Lee Ward's mentorship class. I'd be going to Cabo with them. I'd be like hanging out with her all the time. I love her energy. I love the fact that she doesn't seem scared of anything, that she's just there. Like, I don't know. I love that. So who inspires you? Who do you admire and why? And you best believe I'd be getting a Stanley Cup in every single color, because I love these things. This one was gifted to me. Also, Jessie Lee Ward, because she gives. Like, she gives so much to so many people. Like, that is a very admirable quality to me. Okay, number 5. What do people come to me for help about? Do people comment more on certain of your, like, a few of your post topics more than others? Do people come to you personally and be like, hey, I know you're great at XYZ. Can you please help me with that? So for me personally, it's fitness, running, nutrition, and then motherhood. That's a big one for me. Like, people seem to like the fact that I have 5 kids. I don't know why. They think that I have it all together because I have 5, and I'm like, I'm winging it a lot. But and then makeup. Like, I love makeup, and I love doing makeup tutorials. So those are my 3. Okay, like, what do people come to you for help with at all? If it's more than 3, great. If it's like one thing specifically, put that down. Write it down. Number 6, what makes you different? What makes you different than everybody else? Because there are a lot of people that do carnivore diet. They're like me. There are a lot of people that run half marathons. There are a lot of people that do makeup. There are a lot of people that have 5 kids. What makes me different? What makes you different than all of the other ones? Think about that and write that down. Number 7 was really interesting. What is your perfect friend? What does she look like? And what do y'all do together? So I have I have like 4 best friends. I have 2 that I'm going to go see in Boston. I have Caitlin, who's my mentor in my upline. She's literally my best friend. And then I have another girl that I met through another social media thing. Yes, definitely. I'm going to send you, I'm going to write it down and I'm going to send it to you. Don't worry about it. I take notes. But through another direct sales company, I met her and we have become best friends. She lives in Michigan. She flew down to spend like a week with me one time after I had my 5th baby. So I have 3 separate groups of friends. They're all pretty similar, actually. And I know what I like to do with them, so I don't necessarily have to write all that down. But like, what are some of the qualifications that you look for in a best friend? And what do you do? Like, what's your perfect day with them? And then 8. So after you've written all this down, and I will send you the sheet that goes with this that tell you all 7 of those. I said 10 before, but I didn't mean it. I meant 7. Go back and look at it again. What are your commonalities? Okay. So mine, and I said this over and over and over, mine is like fitness, motherhood, is it still on or did it kick us off? Okay, good. Because it came up like I'm guessing we're nearing the end of our thing. So let me wrap this up. I think I have like 5 more minutes. So mine is fitness, mine is makeup, and mine is joyful motherhood. Those, and I wasn't too sure about fitness, but I really think that I'm going to start implementing that into my brand a lot more. So fitness, joyful motherhood, and makeup are mine. So I would just encourage you to go back. And I mean, I could put so many more things. I love books. I love crocheting sometimes or knitting. I like movies. I like, I don't know what else I like. All of that stuff that's not my three like pillars, I'm putting that stuff in my stories. And we'll go over stories at some point. No, you're not. No, you are not. You are not boring. You're not. There are people out there that want to know more about you. Okay? People are nosy. Let me just say that. Like, do you know how many people, how many loves, hearts that I've gotten on my food posts, like in my stories? Especially now that I'm doing like an all meat thing. They're like, ooh, what you having today? Like, they are nosy, okay? People want to know the inside lives of everybody. Now, I'm not going to show them every single thing, okay? I'm keeping some of my private life private. I don't hardly show my husband on there. I show my kids occasionally because I am a mom, but I talk about all the like nitty gritty of motherhood. What are your routines? Like, what do you use on your face? What kind of glasses do you have? Where do you work? How do you juggle full-time job and being a mom and your kids in a pageant world? That's a whole other non-boring world in and of itself that people want to know about. Is being a pageant mom one of your pillars? You know, and there are things that people want to know you. I promise. And let me see how to phrase this right. People, okay, so I'm on TikTok a lot. People want to see people's ordinary lives. Like, because most people wish that they had the courage enough to videotape or to post a lot of like videos. And so they will watch people who aren't afraid to get behind a camera or get in front of a camera or a phone or whatever and post the most mundane things. I promise. I promise. Like, some of those people are the most basic people that, hey, here's how I clean my house every morning before the kids wake up. Those are some of the best TikToks. I watch cleaning videos all the time because not everybody cleans. Obviously. Okay. My makeup videos, like my get ready with me videos, I've had 200 or 300 views on them lately. Like this weekend, I posted 3 or 4. I had about 200 to 300 views on some of them with like 90 likes. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's a minute of how I do like a regular makeup face. It was really crazy to me. So yeah, people want some consistency. People want to be inspired. People want that relationship. We don't have time to sit down and have a tribe of people. So we go to social media to feel like we're a part of something. Okay? And people just like you are going to want what you have. Okay? So people want to see how, you know, if you have 2 kids, 3 kids, whatever, people with 1 kid or just wanting to have kids want to see how you parent. There are all kinds of different examples, and we can go over exactly what kind of content to post at different times. Utilize stories. Post 10 to 20 stories of your everyday life behind the scenes, and then post on your Facebook, post on your Instagram, post on your TikToks, before and afters, whatever. I don't want to see any graphics though. Please no graphics. I'll teach you. Ow, I just hit my knee. I'll teach you how to put your graphic in your pretty picture if y'all want me to on Instagram. It's super, super easy. Or Facebook. Okay? Do y'all have any questions? Any whatever? If y'all found any kind of value in that, let me know. I love y'all. I'm so thankful for you. I am so thankful. So I'm going to get off and go get my dog because he's driving me crazy. And I will see y'all next week. Bye.